All right, welcome to the stock market project, months 7 through 12. If we take a recap here, we're looking at the prices now of month 7 stocks. If we look here at month 1 through 6, we notice that actually everything went up except for Rookies and Legends. Rookies and Legends took a 14-cent dip, but that's not too bad, and everything else did go up, including our savings account rate went up to 0.99% from the 0.95% that it was last month. So all in all, I think it was a pretty good day in the stock market, and hopefully that will continue. Now here's the deal. If you think that these stocks are going to keep going up, you should not sell and you should buy more. If you think that some of them are going to go down, you should think about selling those stocks. Okay, so that's kind of the name of the game. You want to buy them when they are low and sell them when they are high. That'll mean that you are making some good money. So let's get going for today by taking a look at our summary page from yesterday. I already have this filled out for months 7 through 12 because I'm going to take you through an example for that. Again, just looking at month 1 through 6, there's your summary. That's what you have, all your money. You have $1,002.38 total portfolio. So we did make some money in that first month. In month 1 through 6, this is telling us what we own. So I own 5 shares, 10 shares, 10 shares, 20 shares, and 5 shares of these different stocks. All right, so let's get going into what we're doing today. Now keep in mind here, if you are planning to sell some stocks, you really should not sell stocks if you plan to buy more. All right, so if you sell some AMRP, you really shouldn't be buying any more AMRP. That just doesn't make sense. Why would you sell something and then buy it again? Okay, now you might sell something this month and then buy it again next month. That's different because then the prices are changing. But it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to sell it this month and then also buy it this month. It just doesn't make sense. So again, think about it. If you plan on buying more of a certain stock, do not even waste the time to sell any of that stock. Again, the only ones that you want to sell are the ones that you think are going to go down. Now, I did an example here, and actually I'm selling a little bit of everything, but then I'm also going to buy a little bit of everything. Now, I would not do that in the real world. I would not do that if I were you. It's kind of a waste of time. Again, only sell stocks if you think that those stocks are going to go down, and then buying them again today won't help you at all. So again, only sell stocks if you don't plan on buying more. Now I decided to sell 2 shares of everything. So again, I used the today price. Now today price is the month 7 through 12 price. You have to actually use that and look at that. Then I multiplied those together and got all my total values, and then I added my total values up and got this $176.94. So that's actually a little bit of money that I am paying myself. By selling these stocks, I'm actually making a little bit of money. So I have $176.94 extra from selling these stocks. Then I take a look at my cover page and I figure out how much money did I have in savings last month, because guess what? I have that money to use this month. So $252.38 is what I had in savings last month. And then I get to add my pocket money also, which was $138.90. Again, you can find those numbers by looking back at your cover page. That's why we wrote them all there. Then again, remember, I pay everyone $1,000 for every 6 months in this class, so you get another $1,000 today. So when we add all that up, we get $1,568.22. So that is your total money for this month. But for those of you that decided to purchase Hampshire Foods, you actually made a little bit of extra money. Okay, if you remember, Hampshire Foods actually pays a dividend every 6 months. So, because every day in math class is like 6 months, you get paid a dividend right now. So you get $1.23 per share, okay? So what I did here was I took my HF dividend, which is $1.23, and I multiplied that by the 10 shares that I bought last month. So I own 10 shares. So that means I get $1.23 for every share. So 123 times 10 equals $12.30. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that to my total, $1,568.22. So I actually have a grand total of $1,580.52 to work with this month. Now, if you did not buy any Hampshire Foods, you do not need to do this last step. But if you did do some Hampshire Foods, make sure you pay yourself that dividend, or otherwise you're actually shorting yourself some money, okay? Now, here's the fun part. This is where we get to talk about buying stocks. Again, I talked about if you sold the stock, it really doesn't make sense to buy more, okay? Because you just sold it the same month. It is okay to sell it this month and buy it next month, but when it's the same price, you really shouldn't do both at the same time. But again, this is my example, so I'm just go ahead and I'm doing a little bit of everything here so you can see. I'm deciding to buy 10 of everything except for Rookies and Legends. I'm actually going to buy 20. And I'm upping that one a little bit because the price dropped. So some people say, okay, it's actually cheaper now. So it's cheaper than it was last month, and I bought it last month, so I might as well buy more. Now, what could happen? It could go down in price again. But if it goes up in price, it really doesn't have to go up that far, and I'm going to make a lot of money because it's so cheap. It's the cheapest one up here. But again, you have to take your own risks. I'm deciding to buy 20 shares, which isn't a whole lot. It's only $40. So I multiply those together, I get all my prices, I add those up, and I write it right here, $904.95. That's how much money I'm going to put in the stock market this month. Now, my total money that I have for this month, you would either have an amount here, or again, if you did the Hampshire Foods dividend, you would have that amount somewhere over here. So $1,580.52 is what I have this month. Subtract your stock market money, $904.95. So I have $675.57 left. So I'm going to copy that number right down here. And then I'm going to decide, okay, I'm going to put $600 in savings. You can do whatever you want, but that's what I'm going to do. $600 in savings. That leaves me with $75.57 left. Okay. Notice I'm trying to use easy numbers so that way I can do the math fairly quickly. Okay. Multiplying by 10 up here is actually pretty easy to do. All right, but you can do whatever you want. Now we got to calculate the percent of our total money for this month we put in the stock market. Well, last month this was pretty easy because all you had to do is divide by 1,000. But this month, everyone's numbers are going to be different. Okay, so you got to pay attention to your own numbers. My total is $1,580.52. So that's what I'm going to divide by. Okay, now I put $904.95 into the stock market, so I'm going to divide by my total $1,580.52. Then I'm going to multiply it by 100. So I have a grand total of 57.3% in the stock market this month. Okay. Then I'm going to take my $600 I put in savings, and I'm going to divide by my total again, $1,580.52. Then I'm going to multiply that by 100. For a grand total of 37.96. So actually I got to round that to 38.0%. Okay, so that's what I wrote there. Then I'm going to take my $75.57 that I left in my pocket. I'm going to divide that by my total and multiply that by 100. So I'm going to get 4.8%. Okay, 4.8% there. Now when I add these together, 57.3 plus 38 plus 4.8, I actually have 100.1%. Now, since I am rounding, it is okay to have like a tenth more or a tenth less than 100. So if it's 99.9, 100, or 100.1, that would be just fine, okay, because we are rounding these percents. So we ended up with 100.1% total. That's just fine, okay? If you are off by more than that, though, we made some errors and you got to go fix them and try to figure it out. All right, now the next page. For this month, we actually have two sides. We need to calculate how much we actually own in the stock market all together, because we owned stocks from last month, then we bought more this month. We might have sold some, but we got to add up all the ones that we actually still own and figure out how much it's all worth right now, because now the prices are all different from last month. Okay, so AMRP. Okay, if I look at last month, AMRP, I owned 5 shares. Now remember, I sold 2 shares. Okay, right here, AMRP, I sold 2 shares. So I used to have 5, I sold 2, so that means I have 3. Then I bought 10. So that means now I have 13. Okay, so that's a total. And then again, I put the today price and I multiply that to figure out what it's worth. Okay, now I did that with the rest of them. I figured out what did I own last month. Okay, and now remember, I sold 2 of everything, so this means I would have 8, I would have 8, I would have 18, and I would have 3. Okay, so obviously the 5 and the 5, those ended up being the same because I sold 2 and I bought 10. So again, all your numbers are going to be slightly different. You got to figure it out for yourself. How many shares do you actually own right now? Multiply that by the today price to get your totals, add up your totals, and that's how much money you have in the stock market. So I have $1,509.96 in the stock market right now. So I need to write that on my cover sheet, $1,509.96. That's the total amount I have in the stock market. I no longer have 611.10, I have 1509.96. That's my total. Okay, then remember I put $600 into savings. So we need to calculate an interest rate. All right, so 600 times 0.0099, because remember, the interest rate for today was 0.99%. So remember, you got to change that to a decimal, 0.0099. Multiply those together, I get $5.94. All right, and then I take my $600 plus $5.94 to get a grand total of $605.94. And then I put that on the cover sheet right here, $605.94. Then, remember, I put $75.57 in my pocket. So I got to put that onto the cover sheet as well. And then I got to go ahead and add these up. So I have 1509.96 plus 605.94 plus 75.57. Okay, and that all equals $2,191.47. Okay, so this is my new total that I have. Now remember, I've been given $2,000. So that means I'm actually ahead of the game by $191.47. That's pretty good. You know, I'm making money. I have more money than what I started with. I started with $2,000. I started with $1,000 each month. All right, so overall, I've been given $2,000, and right now I have an extra $191.47. So that means I'm doing better than you know, I'm not losing anything, so that's good. Now down here, you want to total up all your numbers. So those are the same numbers that you had right here, 13, 18, 18, 38, 13, whatever you totaled up before. You can total those up again on your cover sheet. Again, having them on your cover sheet is going to help you kind of figure out for the next month what you have. Again, these are totals, so after you get the totals in, you don't really need to pay attention to these numbers anymore. Okay, so that kind of gets us done with everything that we need to do for that. At the bottom, I do have some percentage change calculations, but I'm going to make an extra video for that. So hopefully you can use this video to go back and watch all the different parts, and hopefully it'll help you figure out how to fill in this worksheet. All right, good luck in the stock market.